Hello, thanks very much for clicking on the video link. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin. I appreciate that you've joined me for another in the Idle Chat series for the American Bar Association's section of dispute resolution. Today, I get to have an idle chat with colleague and fellow volunteer for the ABA's DR section, Jaya. Hi, Jaya, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Nice to be here with you.
Well, thanks very much for joining us. So Jaya, you know how the game goes. I've got a whole bunch of questions here on the cards. We give the cards a shuffle and see what you and I are going to be talking about. All up to the cards, my friend.
Okay.
All right. Jaya, the first question, do you play any instruments?
I used to play guitar when I was very young, but I never really pursued it. And my guitar is sitting gathering dust somewhere. I don't know where. But
all right, guitar's that's a good one to start with. Jaya, what is the best holiday in your house? What holiday is the most fun?
I like Thanksgiving. That's my most favorite holiday of the year. It's a relaxed time with relatives and friends, and there's no pressure at all. You don't have to buy gifts for everybody. You don't know, you're not worried that the gifts you buy for somebody, maybe they might not like it, or somebody else may have bought it for them. There's no pressure whatsoever. And it's a very relaxed time with family and friends. So I just really enjoy Thanksgiving. My favorite holiday.
Yeah, good choice. I like that. Jaya, what is the worst job you've ever had?
Oh my God, I have to think about this one. All the jobs I've had, I enjoyed. Maybe it was stressful. I even waitressed while I was putting myself through university. And I can't say I hated it because it brought me enough money to pay my bills and also enabled me to pay my tuition. So I will not say that. So I really can't tell you. I think I may get tired, but I just move on then and do something else. So I can't say I found a job or I hated a job.
No worst job. Aren't you a lucky one? Jaya, which way is the right way? And there is only one right way. Which way is the right way for the toilet paper to hang? Over or under?
Over.
Over. Over.
Over person.
Because that's the right answer.
Yeah, okay.
Jaya, if you could know the truth behind every conspiracy theory, but you would die if you even hinted that you know the truth, would you want to know anyway?
Yes, I would still like to know the truth.
You're a curious cat?
I am very curious. I think that's why I've been a professional student my entire life. I've always had this desire to know more and to learn. So I tell everybody, till recently, they asked me, what do you do? I said, I'm a professional student, just trying to learn. So I want to know.
You want to know? Okay. Well, I promise I wouldn't ask you. Let's see. If you have the opportunity to design a new banknote, whose face would you put on it?
And for which country?
You choose. Any banknote, any design.
Okay. I don't know. I just think that maybe instead of having a person displayed on the banknote, I would like to have maybe some either flowers or some, geographical landmark for that particular country that everyone sort of just looking at it would know, oh, okay, they're talking about Canada or they're talking about the United States. I believe that it's caused so much controversy recently with having historical figures, faces or the pictures on the banknotes, that it just causes divisiveness. But when you have a state flower or something from nature, everyone can relate to it and there's no controversy.
Right. How could you have a march against a butterfly?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I think that's a good choice. Jaya, which languages do you speak?
I speak English, I speak Hindi, and a smattering of Punjabi, which is a regional dialect in India, spoken primarily in the north of India in Punjab. But it's getting rusty because I don't get an opportunity to speak that often.
So in Hindi, how would you translate idle chat? How do you say idle chat in Hindi, do you think?
Oh my God. Chat would be baat or talk, right? Idle would be, I don't know. There's a term in Hindi when you just sit around shooting the breeze, right? They say, what are you doing? The literal translation is, I'm eating air. You know what I mean? So it would be something along those lines. You're just sitting there, not, you're just shooting the breeze, right?
Right. So in Hindi, how do I say that you and I are just eating the air?
Natalie or मैं, Natalie is you, मैं is me. हम दोनों, both of us, हम दोनों हवा खा रहे हैं. That means we're eating air. Both of us are eating air.
I like
so
that.
I guess that's what we would say if you're doing idle chat. हवा खा रहे हैं. That means we're sitting there just, talking.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for sharing that with me. Jaya, what outdoor activity have you yet to try but would like to?
Maybe parasailing. I'm petrified of, I don't like large bodies of water. I think in my previous life, I probably died by drowning because when I see large bodies of water, I just get a little bit anxious, particularly if I'm on a ship or on a boat. I get a little bit anxious. So I joke with everybody that, I come from India where they believe in past lives. So, okay, perhaps I died by drowning in one of my lives. That's why when I see large bodies of water, I get a little nervous. So I've been to, on vacation many times. Went to Cancun and they were parasailing and I thought that would be really cool to do, but I never had the nerve.
I think that would be a really fun thing to do and I would go with you.
Okay, good.
I will be your moral support.
Have you done it?
I have not.
Okay, then we both will do it together.
It's a date, my friend.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Jaya, can you, or do you possess the recessive gene that allows you to do the Vulcan hand greeting from Star Trek? Live long and prosper.
Okay.
Nailed it. Jaya, what is the most recent show that you binge watched?
Oh my God. So this was it's on Acorn TV, right? I subscribe to it and it's a British production and it's called The Doctor. Okay, and it's set in 1960s Wales. And it's about an Indian doctor and his wife, his wife comes from a very wealthy family and she and her husband leave India and they come to London. They're there. And they also have connections with the then Prime Minister, Enoch Powell. And he's a trained physician and he's trying to get a job. But they need a doctor in some little small mining town in Wales. So he and his wife head out there. It's a very, very interesting show because it's set in the 60s, and it shows how they won over the people of that town and how there was all this conspiracy occurring in the town because there was a lot of environmental issues related to mining that was causing severe health conditions. So I thought I would just watch the first episode. I ended up binge watching it, finished the entire season, and now the second season is still on. I need to watch a few more. So, but that was during the heart of the pandemic.
I think we all succumbed to binge watching something during our lockdown versions. Let's see, Jaya, how many hours per day do you spend online?
Oh my God, good question. Perhaps about, with my phone and the computer, I get a message telling me what my screen time has been on my phone for the week. And it'll tell me, oh, you spent 10% less time this week compared to last week, or so many hours more this week than last week, something like that. So I think probably about 8 hours, because sometimes now I read my news feed on the phone. And if I'm doing work, then I'm on my computer. So about, I would say like a day, 8 hours. Either, the first thing I do when I get up is let's look at the news feed. Let's see what's happening in the world.
8 hours, I think that's not bad. Actually, I think that's not bad at all. Jaya, what always cheers you up?
What cheers me up? Seeing a beautiful, some nature, basically. Nature really makes me happy. It calms me down. I look at, if I can't go out and just walk around, I look at pictures of, fields or nature. That makes me always perks up my mood if I'm in a dejected mood. And the other thing also is, if I can't do that, picking up the phone and calling a loved one does it for me.
Good answer.
Sharing with them. And I guess I'm one person, I'm very extroverted. If I'm feeling pain, I talk about it. I don't know how some people can internalize it and not talk about it. I know friends who do that, but I can't. If I wear my heart on my sleeve, so if I'm not really happy, I will let people know, hey, I'm just in a bad space today.
Which is totally fair. Some days I wish everybody would just have a neon sign.
Yeah,
says,
I'm in a bad space. Help me, or understand me, try and help.
Right. Or don't try today.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that would help us all out. So Jaya, I'll ask you the same question I ask everybody as the last question in Idle Chat, and that is, what do you love most about the work that you do in the resolution industry?
It's trying to resolve, differences that people have. And particularly when I was an advocate for claimants who had filed a discrimination claim, or if they had any issues related to, the inability actually to get this dispute resolved. I'm always looking for the help, trying to help the underdog. Like, okay, they don't have the money. There have been so many instances where I've done so much pro bono work that I just tell myself, okay, enough is enough now, just move on. And I get very involved and try to help them. So for me, the most satisfying aspect of dispute resolution is when you try and resolve a complaint that a person may have against an employer or against a business owner, when they have no other recourse and you're able to settle it amicably for them.
Right.
That's for me, that's why I keep doing it, I guess.
You do have a good heart. Well, Jaya Sharma, thank you so much for joining me for an idle chat for the American Bar Association section of dispute resolution. It was a great pleasure to eat air with you.
Yes, thank you. Same here. And I hope to cross paths with you soon.
As do I. We'll go parasailing.
Yes, we have to go parasailing.
All right. Take care,
So
my
thanks
friend.
a lot. Thanks a lot. We'll talk again.
All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye.